Salutations, everyone, and happy holidays. Happy holidays, plural. What holidays are we talking about? This new PC term that's come about in, I'd say, the past 15 years or so, because it didn't exist when I was a small child. It's a new thing. It's the PC term of wishing people to enjoy this time of year, to enjoy all the holidays. What holidays are I talking about? Christmas is what you're actually saying. You're saying Merry Christmas, except you're being a douchebag about it. Okay? Because you're like, oh, well, I don't want to offend anyone. Who are you offending by saying have a nice time of year that has existed for a long time, that's gone over many different iterations and names, and everybody enjoys because of many different reasons? Candy canes, gingerbread, sugar cookies, TV specials, parades, sporting events. You know, it's just everywhere. It's not a centralized thing to where it's like, oh, well, I just don't participate in this one thing, therefore I'm offended. You're not offending anybody by saying Merry Christmas. It's just something to say. First of all, they're just words. How can you be offended by words? Also, you're not offending anyone by saying Merry Christmas, because that's what you're really saying when you're saying Happy Holidays. You're saying Merry Christmas, because that's what it's all about. That's what this time of year is all about. It's about Christmas. It's leading up to December 25th. That is the day. That's the day that everyone likes. That's what everyone's preparing for and rejoicing for, and all the, the traditions and stuff that come along with this time of year. Whether it be, kinds of food, kinds of weather, kinds of, stuff on TV. It's Merry Christmas. It's all about Christmas. You say Merry Christmas to a Jewish person, they do not take offense. Okay? They understand that, the majority of people are celebrating Christmas, and they don't take offense to someone wishing them a good time. And you could say that Hanukkah is really the only other holiday that's around the December time. Not so this year. Hanukkah's been over for a while, so saying happy holidays now really makes you sound like a douchebag. Because, first of all, okay, what are the holidays? You got Christmas, New Year's. Who really cares about New Year's? It's not really... If Christmas didn't exist and it was just New Year's, it wouldn't be this big hoopla where everyone's be like, oh, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. It's not really that big of a deal. It just happens to be, like, right after Christmas. So, it's all about Christmas, okay? Hanukkah sometimes is around the same time. But most people don't celebrate Hanukkah, and Hanukkah isn't, really proliferated. It isn't really celebrated because it's a religious holiday. It's a very specific group of people who, partake in it. So if you say Happy Hanukkah, you're excluding a lot of people. Saying Merry Christmas, you're not excluding anybody, because while it does have Christ in the name, and some people go to a, Christian church on that special day or night, if you're one of those people. Outside of that, it has no religious implications whatsoever. The Christians just co-opted this time of year. We had been celebrating for hundreds and hundreds of years before Christianity ever even existed. Sure, they put a certain word on it, and they rebranded it because, they wanted people to like and, go over to their religion. Like, hey, the pagans, you got this great Saturnalia, winter solstice thing. We got one too. Come over here. That'd be cool. We'd have fun. So, they made it a specific day, December 25th instead of, the solstice, which is 21st or 22nd, depending on the year. But it really hasn't changed. There's nothing religiously based in this holiday. You have a fat white dude in a red suit who delivers Coca-Cola to children all across America, and reindeer and snowmen and gingerbread and presents and a tree and all these other things that have been borrowed or stolen from other various celebrations or cultures, traditions that have been existed for a long, long time. None of this is based off of a religion. It's just tradition. And hey, it's this time of the year. Let's put up these awesome, cool-looking lights, which have no religious implications whatsoever. And eat gingerbread cookies watch some movies about happiness and joy and snow and all this stuff. So everyone is included in Merry Christmas. It's just been co-opted by a certain specific religious group because it got popular. It got popular. That's just what it became known as. They rebranded it, and that's really what it is. So you can say that Hanukkah is also a holiday going around this time of year. But a lot of people like say, well, Kwanzaa, December 26th, first of all, not a real holiday. Like, I remember when like, my parents can remember when that was invented. Like, if your parent can say, oh yeah, I remember that, that's total bullshit, then it really has no grounds to stand on. It was totally invented by some guy. They stole Santa Claus, made him black. They stole the menorah, made him, African colors, and called it a brand new holiday. It's not a holiday. It's completely made up, and let's be honest, nobody knows what the hell it's about, and nobody really celebrates it. It's all about Christmas. They just want it to be special, and that Tyler Perry presents Christmas with a twist, and some Hanukkah stuff too, because we're, equal opportunity thievery in our holidays. And you could say, well, the Muslims have Ramadan, but that takes place in October. That's quite a ways away from December, so I don't know who you're kidding trying to include Kwanzaa and Ramadan in the December holiday cheer, because, Kwanzaa is bullshit, and Ramadan is in October. They have their holiday, but it's just way far away and removed from Christmas and Hanukkah. And, Hanukkah is always, a different time depending on the Jewish calendar. But Christmas is always the same, and it's the reason for all of these things. The big sales, the big, movies that have, Santa Claus and presents and all this stuff. It's just really an all-inclusive thing. Who doesn't like gingerbread or, watching a parade or, a special event, going ice skating or something? It's just that time of year. It is becoming winter, the winter solstice, which is what it was originally celebrated as. Saturnalia, giving each other gifts. You take the Egyptian tradition of, having a nice little green bush thingy that you decorate, and then the Germans kind of like, hey, we got this awesome pine tree, we can use that instead, so we're just taking, the bits and pieces of all this other cool, non-religious specific stuff and just putting it all together, and it's kind of just stood the test of time. So when you say happy holidays, you just sound like an idiot who's trying to please everybody in a season that actually does please everybody because it's Christmas. So please put a stop to the PC happy holidays nonsense, because Christmas is the reason that we're saying happy holidays. And it's the reason that we don't want to offend people, because it's a certain time of year and a lot of people think that's religious when really it's not. Read a book, Google, whatever you want to do. It's just something that really, really gets on my nerves this time of year, and it's just gotten worse as the years goes on. So people say happy holidays. I say Merry Christmas. Is one really better than the other? Not really. You just sound like an idiot when you say happy holidays, because we all know what you're really saying, and that's Merry Christmas. So, Merry Christmas, everyone.